guys, my name is Ryn and welcome back to my channel. You guys, it has been forever since I've sat here and talked with you and have provided you with a speed build. I know. I am sorry. I am so sorry. But you know what I have been up to? I have been streaming on Twitch Monday through Thursday at 8 p.m. and it's amazing and I love it and I love meeting people there. I love getting to talk to your lovely faces like in real time, and I hope that you guys will come join me there. Find me, RynAsInWin, the same as it is here, or twitch.tv// whichever it is, RynAsInWin. There'll be a link down below as well. So I'll give you everything you need, all the tools you need to come find me. But guys, I've been hanging out over there and it has been amazing. I really, like I was saying, I really enjoy being able to talk to you guys in real time. There's just something so special about that. And I know that YouTube has a gaming aspect to it now, but I really love the Twitch platform. I love that they have everything in place, and I'm not saying that I'll never stream on YouTube, but for now, I'm really digging Twitch, and I really hope that I see your lovely faces over there sometime. You guys are more than welcome to come over there. Please do. And yeah, we have a great time. A lot of Sims. I'm doing the 100 baby challenge. I've ended that on YouTube, as you guys might have noticed, and I've moved it over to Twitch so that we can enjoy it in real time, and really I can devote more time to it, because I felt like having it on YouTube, it was so hard to make each episode interesting, because episodes on YouTube have to be fairly short, you know, around 15 to 20 minutes, and that just wasn't enough time to get, you know, a baby born, or a baby mama pregnant again, or find a baby daddy and get all the kids aged up and whatnot. And so I'm finding that it's just so nice to be able to have the time on Twitch to really bring that series to life. So I hope you will come join me over there for that. And we're starting up a bunch of other series soon. I'm actually gearing up to do the 7 toddler challenge, which I'm terrified of, but it should be fun. And I'm in the midst of kind of redecorating a Windenburg home for that series. So, and then we'll get started on it. But yeah, guys, come over there. We have a great time. So I just wanted to put that out there into the universe and let you guys know what I have been up to. In the meantime, I have for you today the Modern Horizons library, and I'm a creature of extreme habit, and I really like to build houses in this game. It's really my comfort zone. I mean, not saying that I'm amazingly good at it. I'm no expert in building in The Sims, but it's my comfort zone nonetheless. I prefer to think creatively when it comes to building in The Sims in terms of a family home or a bachelor's home, single family, you get the idea. So I was like, I kind of want to spread my wings a little bit, and I want to do a public space. And I decided on a library because I had been thinking about playing around with the roof tool and making this kind of flourish or sunburst ray effect by having the roof go at different heights and different angles. And so that's what I did here. That essentially drove the vibe of this library, and I love it. One of my favorite features, oddly enough, is not the roof. I love the roof and I love all the angled tiers, but you'll eventually see that I remove this little playground on the side. I thought it was just such an eyesore on the side. It took away from how gorgeous the roof was, and I was like, okay, we have got to push this sucker back. And we put it in the back, and we'll eventually see that. We put it in the back of the building to kind of hide it away a little bit, but the cover, like the awning that I make for it, I love it. It's nothing like revolutionary, but to me, it's simple and beautiful, and I hope you guys like it. It should come up soon. It took me a little bit of time to figure out exactly how to organize this build. I didn't know, I mean, duh, Rin. Yeah, that's pretty evident by the fact that you just told them that you had to move the playground from the side of the place to the back of the place. I know. Anyway, it was a little tricky figuring out how to make this look visually appealing, because even though it's a fairly simple build, it's a bunch of boxes on top of each other if you really think about it, just decorated to look pretty. And So I was like, what was the point of telling you guys this? The point is, it took me a hot second to figure all this out, to figure out the layout, but it came together really well. And I liked how the roof was really informing the decor on the inside. And so on the, I don't know what you'd call it. I guess it's the side trim of the roof, right? So the colors that you see that are on the angled parts of the roof, they only came in, I think, orange, red, pink, green, and blue. And so I wanted to draw from those colors and bring them all inside. So that color palette informed the rest of the build. On that same note, I wanted the atmosphere to be very modern, but inviting, cozy in a sense. So there's a lot of little nooks and crannies in this build that I really like, and I think that's really special for a library. So right now you're actually seeing the computer area come to life. I really like this area, especially how the colors came together. I eventually realized that because of the children's play structure out back, the one that I chose, there's only 3 color choices for that, which is such a pain. But in this color choice, there's the oh my God, color. It comes with the color yellow. And so I started to also introduce yellow into this build. And so you get a little accents of yellow here and there. And my favorite accent where that comes in is actually in the desks. The desks have little drawers on the side underneath the clear glass, and they are yellow, and I think it just adds that nice little hint of yellow, that pop of yellow that was really needed to tie everything together. So just so you guys know, flanking the stairs on both left and right, it's the exact same seating area, and the bathrooms that are underneath the stairwell, exactly the same. Just so you guys know and there's no confusion. When you go through the pictures, it's a little weird. Might be a little confusing, but there are 2 bathrooms and there are 2 seating areas that are adjacent to each bathroom. So there you go. I think it's evident here, but I just wanted to point that out because just in case, I realized it could be a little confusing if I didn't talk about it and you only saw these pictures where it was like, wait, didn't we see that sitting area already? Wait, didn't we see this bathroom already? Because I do include both sides. So I just wanted to let you guys know that little bit of information. I eventually brought in some plants in here too, just to really give it, again, an enlivened feeling. You know, there's living things in here. It's not a stark place to visit. So upstairs, I knew that, kind of going along with the toddler stuff pack, I wanted a little area where children could read, where they could play toys, hang out with the stuffed animals. There's a drawing station. I just went in there, and a little crafting table. I kind of forget what that is, but it's either crafting or a game that they can play at that table. So that all went in. That took me a little bit of time to figure out how I didn't know how I wanted the colors to go in that room. I knew I wanted that section to be a little more bright, a little more lively compared to how the rest of the place was coming out, but it took me a little bit of time to figure that out and exactly how to get that just right. You also see we have chess tables going in to the room next to the children's reading room. And it was fairly straightforward in that room. Bookshelves, chess tables, good to go. In that room too, and eventually you're going to see, I was feeling like nothing was connecting. You're going to see, I love me a good accent wall, so you will be getting awesome accent walls throughout. So keep your eyes open for that. And oh my gosh, I can't even tell you. A good accent wall just ties everything together. My gosh. Yeah. So just so you know, more color comes into this build slowly but surely. But here I'm sort of fiddling around with this top floor, the second floor. Again, I was having a little bit of trouble, but I decided to just mirror the two alcoves that were downstairs and bring that idea upstairs with the yellow couches and just more bookshelves, greenery, the same rugs and chairs. So it's just, there's a lot of continuity going out throughout the space, which I really, really, really like and was important. So here again, you see me struggling to death with the children's room, just trying to figure it out. I think eventually I just leave it alone maybe for a little bit. In fact, you probably saw me kind of dink around with the playground in the back just to get my mind off it. But there's that little touch of color, that orange, which really, really helped. It brought new energy into the space, which was absolutely needed. So I think I included 2 dollhouses in the back, as well as seating areas for parents. And just so you know, you did see it, or you may not have noticed, in the opening kind of pan around sequence before I start talking in this video, the dollhouse that you actually see right there, the only one that's in the playground so far, that one actually got torn down. And I didn't quite realize that until post-production, in editing. And I was like, oh, darn it. One of the Sims, apparently, who came to visit this lot was extremely angry and decided to completely bash that thing to pieces. So I eventually had another Sim fix it. So it ends up looking fine. I think when it's oh my gosh, I will double check to make sure that in the gallery it is still alive and well. So just so you guys know, I do notice these things. So here's the back. This is the awning I'm talking about. Now, it took me some time to experiment with the placement of lights and with the placement of the, open space. I did leave it alone with those squares for a while, but then I just thought, man, they just felt so clunky with the rest of the build, and I just wasn't happy with them. Also, I keep going through here and recoloring and recoloring and recoloring. I like everything to be just so in my builds, and I get obsessive. So I just went through again and made sure that everything was to my liking. I also included 2 garbage cans. That's what you kind of briefly saw there, because apparently you need those in a library. So they're there, but kind of out of view because I just thought they were a little bit of an eyesore. So on the outside, because we're in Oasis Springs, I wanted to just have fairly straightforward landscaping and, to match the whole desert feel. At first I was going for something a bit more fun, but again, you can't go too heavy on the landscaping when you have a roof like the roof that we have here. So eventually I just settle on 2 rows of those. I think they're agave plants that just flank either side of the pathway into the library. And then I was like, this whole thing feels extremely bare to me. So I guess you'll see in a second. Yeah, okay. Well, we're coming back to this first. This is the part of the roof, the awning, that I absolutely love. I love the slants because they really just mirror and mimic the straight lines of the roof in the tiered roof, and I love the alternating colors. I love how it came out. I love everything about this awning. I think it's beautiful. If I do say so myself, I just love it. I think it's perfect. It adds just enough whimsy while still being sophisticated enough for a library. So it was perfect for being the cover of the playground. So I just love it, you guys. I love how that came together. And then you'll eventually see I'm trying to, like I was saying, I was trying to reconcile the fact that the entire build looked extremely naked to me because it was just this big library and then a bunch of sand. So after kind of adding more things like you're seeing here into the back, I do eventually put in a parking lot. And I'm pretty sure I got video of this, yes? Yes, game? Did I? I did. Okay, good. It's like, I did take video of this, right? I did record that part, right? I put in a parking lot, and I felt like that really balanced everything out. And then it made it feel like a real community lot, which I love. You just get a sense of this being a place where Sims come to visit. They come to read, they come to interact, they come to, it's a nice place to bring the kids. So, and the colors of the cars also help tie everything together with the roof and everything. So that was just the cherry on top for this build. And I eventually it was a little hard trying to balance it all out, but eventually you'll see the fence, one side of the fencing just becomes almost this solid wall, and then the rest is just extremely straightforward. So you guys, this is about it. We're nearing very close to the picture portion of this video, and goodness, we're very close to it. We're almost there. Anyway, I'll add a little thing. I wanted to put rocks in there, but they looked too ugly, so I didn't. But here are the pictures, and I'll catch you at the end. guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and even more so, thank you so much for being patient with me while I've been over at Twitch. Guys, go find me there. I am RynAsInWin there, and you guys can also find me on Twitter and the Sims 4 gallery, both RynAsInWin. This build will absolutely be on the gallery, so go check it out. You guys, like I always say, the internet is a very busy place, so I'm honored that you chose to spend your time here with me today. You guys are amazing. You make this community, the Grumble, what it is, a wonderful place to be. I love you, and see you next time.